Hi guys, welcome to my video and my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about a lot of exciting things like improved AI, new spells, new upgrades and a new enemy type. So grab a cup of coffee and some popcorn and let me tell you the story of the new and improved rat enemy. Okay, so first of all, the rat enemies now have meat cleavers as weapons. I think it fits the character a lot more to have a more primitive and brutal weapon like the meat cleaver instead of the more sophisticated weapon like the sword is. After that, I have improved the AI quite a bit, to be honest. I have implemented a strafing mechanic for the rat enemy, so when they see and chase the player, they will kind of strafe back and forth, kind of randomly, and when they get in the range, they will do their attacks. And it all just really improves the gameplay a lot, to be honest. The only thing that is missing from this feature is the walking and running backward animations. I have made them, I just can't get them to work in the game. So on top of that, I also made the rat enemies block some of Gorm's attacks. It just happens kind of random whenever they are in their attack and chase state. So it's super awesome. It gives some pretty intense combat situations. I love it, I think it's fantastic. But it's not without problems. So whenever the enemies are blocking, they are completely invulnerable to attacks from the front, from the side, from everywhere. So there's that I need to take care of at some point, but for now it's just super fun to play against. So these two new features, the strafing and the blocking, just makes the combat a lot more dynamic and fun to play. So I'm really excited about that. This is the direction I want to take this game. I need to have intense and exciting and dynamic combat. We're slowly getting there and I'm super excited about it. These two new features I have also given to Mr. Bones. So it's quite exciting to watch Mr. Bones fight against the rat sometimes. It never gets boring, that's for sure. I redid the graphics on the ability pickup gems. Before they were just different colored gems and you didn't really know what you were picking up. So now I turned them into some kind of coin with the same symbol as the ability that you'll be getting when you pick it up. So it's really easy now to see what you're actually going to pick up. A new and very exciting ability is the firewall that comes with the fire glove. It's basically the firewall spell from Diablo 2, but that is also one of my all-time favorite spells in any game, so I just had to create it for this one. And it turned out really good and really fun to play with. It doesn't last very long and it doesn't do a lot of damage, but you can upgrade it 3 times and each time will extend the lifetime of the firewall. Another cool thing is that everything that gets hit by the firewall spell will now play a proper fire damage sound. So it all sounds very cool when they're standing in the fire. And then there's a lot of small changes. Like for example, Gorm now has a chance to say "yeah" whenever he kills an enemy. I have added a whole new music track to the levels that I'm quite satisfied with. I have now made a new gold chest that will spawn anything from weapons to armor to upgrades to healing, just to see what it feels like to play the game where every chest has a random pickup in it. The ground pound ability can now be upgraded 3 times and it increases the damage and the radius of the effect. I don't know if you guys like to hear about these small changes. But let me know in the comments if you like them or not, or if you only want the big meaty ones. The last big thing I have added in this update is the new slime blob enemy. I'm not really sure if I want to call it a blob or a slime or a goo ball or whatever, but I'll figure it out. This new enemy is a big step for me, as I have created it using Blender. I made the model, I rigged it, and I animated it in Blender. So this is new ground for me, and I'm super excited about it. I intend to swap my whole workflow out with Blender and actually end up redoing all the characters and animations in Blender. So that's a huge task I have in front of me, but I'm also super excited about it. So this new slime blob enemy is actually super basic, but it did take me a long time to implement it. It will just, I don't know, blob around back and forth, and when Gorm comes into its radius, it will chase him and attack him. But it actually has the same AI as the rat enemy has, but since this blob enemy is going so slow, it can't really figure out where to stand before it attacks, so it doesn't really attack a lot because it doesn't really get into the right position. But it doesn't really matter that much right now. It's just the first bread and butter enemy. It's still super fun to kill it, and it gives a little variation to the enemies. So for now, I really like it. And that is all I have for this little update. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want to support me and the project, you can do so on Patreon. So take good care of yourself and see you next time.
Yeah.